Detective Julie Matthews, how can I help you?
Julie, thank God. We have a murder on the other side of town. I sent the address to your cell. I need you here right away. It's a weird one.
I'll be there right away. Have you gotten any backgrounds on the victims yet?
So, like I said, they're both around their late 30s, and their names are Jack and Alexis Wells. Neither of them were involved in any activities outside of work, nor were they very involved in their community.
Okay, so that makes an enemy an unlikely suspect. Any relatives?
None living. The last of their parents and distant relatives passed away about 2 years ago. They did have a daughter, Olive, who was involved in a car wreck about 4 years ago, but she died of blood loss in the hospital not long after.
Oh, I actually used to be friends with Olive before the accident. Did you talk to the neighbors to see if they noticed anything?
Yeah, the guy next door said he was woken up with a dull thud around 3:15 a.m. And he went in the kitchen to see if he could figure out what it was, but nothing else happened, so he went back to bed.
That's it?
I wasn't done yet. We asked him about anything odd, and very reluctantly, he told us that he could have sworn he heard someone singing Ring Around the Rosies as he was getting back into bed.
Well, like you said, this is a weird one. Any new developments in the murder case?
Actually, that's why I called. There's been another one. Almost the same, but the victims seem to have been killed by a thrown piano.
Any connections between the Vicks?
Surprisingly, yes, but it doesn't fit with the typical motives of killers.
Well,
The Vicks were a husband and wife with no living relatives, and they recently lost their only son to brain cancer.
anything else I should know?
Yeah, I was hoping not to tell you this. The victims were Brian's parents. I'm so sorry.
I was just there yesterday. They were finally starting to accept a life without Brian. Or the kids. I have news.
So do I.
Okay, so what's your news first?
I have brain cancer.
Wow, that really ruins my news. I'm pregnant.
I'm so sorry, Miss Matthews. We lost the kids.
I have to go. I have a bit of research to do. Ghostfacers? What a stupid name. Many people claim to have seen ghosts, but we the Ghostfacers are the only ones that have documented them in their true state. Wow, they're cheesy. Blah blah blah, documentary, blah blah blah. Where do ghosts come from? Perfect. Ghosts are created when a piece of a human soul has unfinished business on Earth and it attaches itself to another object that played an important part in the soul's life. Typically the remains of their body, a keepsake, or in the rare cases another human. The kids. The ones that Ryan and I lost years ago. That's why they've been following me around. Okay, typically spirits can be dispersed by salting or burning the bones of their body or whatever object they have attached themselves to. So I'll burn their bones and then it'll be a... Crap, can't do that because they're cremated. Oh, then what could they have attached themselves to? They were stillborn, so they didn't have any possessions. Me. They attached themselves to me. Of course they did. They were my kids after all. It's okay. You can do this. You're doing this to save everyone else. Get rid of them once and for all.